Oh boy, are we choppy heading into the Fed minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap. It's about 12:30 p.m. on the East Coast right now. We have the Nasdaq up 0.25%, the Russell's up 1.5%, the S&P's pretty much at break even, as we have the Dow Jones down 0.3%, the VIX is up 0.8%, and we have gold and silver moving down pretty dramatically, I'd say. Gold down 1.1% as we have silver down 0.8%. So we got a lot to break down in this video. Stocks, like you guys saw in the title, 3 oversold stocks, and we have to break down the markets, kind of my thoughts on everything. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your coffee, and let's get right into the video. So like I said, it's about 12:30 on the East Coast, and we were up earlier in the day. If you guys were watching the markets literally 2 hours prior to me filming this video at about 10 to 11 a.m. on the East Coast, the markets were pretty in the green right at that point. You guys can see here, SPY hit $397.44. Now we're currently down about 0.9% from that intraday high. So in other words, at one point we were up 0.9% roughly. I think SPY was up about 1% at one point during the day. We had Triple Q also up a good chunk. Let me pull that up and show you. I mean, it's still up right now, up 0.3%, but earlier in the day, it was above 290, almost at 291, and now we're holding on above 288 by a thread. So we are seeing a lot of choppiness, and mind you, earlier in the day, in the pre-market, Triple Q is at 284, so it ran up over 2% from that pre-market low to where it hit on the intraday high, about 291, and now we're selling off again. So we're seeing a lot of volatility heading into the FOMC minutes here at 2 p.m., and that's going to go over kind of where the Fed is right now, what their stance is on, rates, and, the inflation that we're seeing, the economy, supply chain. It's going to be an interesting session here, and that's coming in about an hour and a half. And I guess when you're watching it, the Fed minutes, it's pretty much right around the corner. So be in tune for that, guys. And I want to see kind of what their thoughts are on the 50 basis point hikes. That's really what I'm looking at. Are we still looking at 3 more, 4, 2, what's that looking like? That's what I'm going to be paying attention to closely today. And of course, the market is as well, the stock market, bond market. So yeah, we'll see. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, because in my next video later tonight, we're going to be breaking that down. So yeah, make sure to subscribe and smash that like button if you haven't done so already, guys. It really helps me out in the overall YouTube algorithm. So yeah, we're kind of just seesawing before this Fed minutes, and we do have the Russell up in a big way. So I guess small caps are moving up a lot. The Russell's up 1.5%. We do have a lot of these speculative companies, higher growth companies snapping back aggressively today. We'll talk about a couple of those in this video. So number one, we might as well dive into it, guys. The meat and potatoes of the video, it is Live Nation, LYV. Live Nation is currently up 3.5% on the day. And what I'm noticing when I was putting this video together, Live Nation, I'm seeing a bullish divergence on this 4-hour time frame, right? We're noticing this has been consolidating for almost a month at this point. Pretty much all of this month of May, we've been consolidating between, $83 on the low end to about, $85, $87, which is where we are now, just above $87 a share. So we've been trading range bound for all of May, and now we're seeing the RSI start to creep up a bit. So we're getting that bullish divergence on the 4-hour, and mind you, we are seeing a death cross here on LYV. That's been a thing for a couple of weeks, and we are still under these moving averages. But listen to me, guys, if we start moving above 88, $90, that bullish divergence, it plays out, we get that breakout, LYV could have some momentum heading to about $100 to $105 per share, in my opinion, based on this chart that I'm seeing here. Because look, the 50 SMA resistance is at about $88, $90, and the next resistance after that happens to be right around the 180 SMA at about $100. And notice how $100, that was the support all throughout November and all throughout pretty much this entire year up until the beginning of May. So if we break 90, I think we're going to see a smooth run to about $100, $105 a share. And as we're heading into the summer, I mean, this is a pure speculation. I have to do more fundamental research on the company. Obviously, this is maybe this doesn't mean much. Take it with a grain of salt. But, we're going to be seeing more live events. People are going to be going to more concerts, events, all that good stuff as the weather's getting nicer. Just a thought, right? So we'll see if that ends up impacting their upcoming earnings. And who knows, if we get a huge run in or uprise in what the case is. Although I don't think that's going to happen. You got to take it with a grain of salt, and we got to just be careful with what could happen with the stock. But in the short term, if it starts moving past 90, I'm going to put my alert. I think we could get a nice little push here in the stock. So mark is that we're above $90 here for Live Nation. And before we dive into the next one, let's get the sponsor for today's video. Let's keep it short and simple, guys. If you were walking on a street, you saw a $100 bill right there on the ground, would you walk past it or would you pick it up? Of course you would pick it up, right? That's like this offer from Moomoo. You got 5 stocks right here, each up to $2,500. You have a chance at getting Twitter, a free share of Twitter. This is free money. Why would you walk over it? So if you haven't gotten your free money from Moomoo yet, use my link down below. Deposit at least $100. You get up to 5 stocks, each up to $2,500. And if you deposit at least $2,000, you get a free share of Twitter as well on top of that, and that actually runs out at the end of May. So use that link down below, stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Cheers, guys. Let's get back into the video. The next one, stock number 2, is GameStop, guys. Ticker symbol GME. Let's pull it up. GameStop is up 15% on the day, and even though it's up 15% on the day, in the grand scheme of things, in my opinion, it is still oversold. It's still very oversold. It is down a lot from that recent $200 high. And just from the highs in, January, February being around 130, 135, it is still down a lot considering the stock's only at $102 a share right now. So this is very beaten down. And today we're getting a big pop, which is nice. Momentum's kicking up. Volume's now kicking up. And again, like I said, we're up 15%, now back over $100 a share, and also over the 50 SMA on this 4-hour chart. And notice how just a couple of weeks ago, if I pull up maybe this 20-day, you guys will see just about 2 weeks ago, we peaked at 108 to 110. So that's why my alert is there, right? $110 a share. So if we get a move past that point on GameStop, I think this could start making its way back towards that 130 level that I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, which was that high from February roughly, and in March as well. So yeah, guys, I think a move is coming on GameStop, maybe even a larger move than what we're seeing right now, which again, 15%. That's a pretty sizable move, right, guys? Call me crazy, but I think that's a pretty big move. So watch out for this. I like it. Ticker symbol GME. And now that I'm looking at it, holy crap, there's earnings coming up. So be careful. Be very careful. If I could talk today. Careful with earnings, guys, on the 1st of June. Let me see. Probably after the bell, right? Yeah, after the bell. So that's GameStop, ticker symbol GME. The last one is Foot Locker, which is also making a big move today, up 6.5%, back over $30 a share. In fact, it is above $32 a share. Nice move for Foot Locker, and look at where we're heading towards. This is bullish, guys, especially if we can break this point. We are now heading towards $33 a share, which we have not been above that since the end of February, which, if you guys recall, not this report that they just reported, the one before that, they reported numbers and the stock cratered. I think it fell 30% in a day, 40% in a couple of days. It was very bad. So that's the last time we were above 33. So basically, my alert's at 33. If we break over that point, there's a wide open gap on Foot Locker from 33 to about 38 to $40 a share. That's where I think it could be going. And they just reported numbers a couple of days ago that weren't bad. I personally think, at least. They weren't phenomenal. They weren't great. They weren't even like, oh, that's a pretty good. They were just like, okay. But considering a lot of other retail stocks, they have not been doing well. I guess you can consider this a win. They beat adjusted EPS $1.60 versus $1.55, so they beat on that. And revenue came in at $2.17 billion versus $2.2 billion, so it did miss, but it wasn't really that big of a miss. And we have been seeing some economic signs that although the housing number we got yesterday was not good, but we have seen some signs that consumers are still in decent shape right now. So Foot Locker could be set to run. It could be set to run. We shall see how it plays out, guys. Set your alerts. And with that being said, I guess that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments. And make sure to subscribe if you have not done that already. And don't forget to get your 5 stocks from Moomoo. And you get a chance at a free share of Twitter. That's linked down below. And you could also get 6 stocks from Webull, more free money. And by the way, the Webull link expires at the end of May. So make sure you guys get on that. And feel free to check out my Patreon as well. All that is linked down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. I also have a little orange here. I'm about to eat this. Solid. Or is this a clementine? Maybe it's a mandarin. I have no freaking idea, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.